female artists like Ice Spice and Sexy Nini who have trash music and good body are no different than Ashawos. If they didn't have body, no one would like them, so they're just selling body like Ashawos. You know?
I disagree fully, bro. I've not had an Ice Spice song that I don't like, except Pretty Girl.
I don't know.
I love
that one. Is alright.
Let me say more about you that Ice Spice.
I don't know.
Because that has no bad song.
Honestly, me, I really enjoy some of the music.
I won't lie to you. When it goes on, I'm not going to forward, bro.
Ice Spice is not the baddest to me, and
She's
Sexy Red
not.
is just not bad. Period, bro.
No, they're sexy, no red.
She's red. But I don't know.
Welcome back to the Mob Jazz Podcast.
Thank you.
I am the one,
And only.
aka him, aka that guy,
AKA
Magic.
Oyo, AKA
Magulu
Goe,
Yondo,
AKA
Nanji
Charlie.
Zimbe.
Do you know, you've seen all those memes of like the guys who transform like him, I am him, I am what? Hemothes. I'm just like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I saw a guy say hemoglobin, bro.
That's hard. That's so hard, bro.
You know, there's that part of the blood in the that's called the heme. Not even hemoglobin,
Is
just
it?
the heme. Yeah. Like it's like that thing in the red substance that comes out of meat. That's not blood.
It's called him.
It's called heme.
I am him.
Heme.
Man, no, it's not.
That's hilarious. Hemoglobin.
That's good to know.
But hemoglobin is the red part of blood, right?
Yeah, some just like that.
And
It's like,
hemoglobin.
bro, have you seen, like, you know how TikTok is educative, yeah? I saw a guy remove chlorophyll from a leaf. That just looks beautiful.
How do it look?
Just imagine a transparent leaf, bro. That's exactly what it looks like. Like
But-
with all the veins, but you can see through it.
How
Can I
long-
put the chlorophyll back?
Nada.
How long does a leaf survive after?
I have no
chlorophyll
idea.
has been removed?
Because it was just like a 1 minute video. But by the end, it was like, imagine a leaf that looks like stained glass, as if like it's not very transparent, but it's see-through.
Never
That's
told you guys about the
translucent.
chick who I bought flowers for, and she like preserved the flowers.
For how long?
I don't know, bro. I think a couple of months.
That's how the flower is still there.
I think you've told us about this.
She like put it in like I think they preserve it by putting it in like a book or some shit like.
A book?
Oh,
You put it and
like
it,
they
like, it
flatten
dries
it.
in a very,
Yes,
like,
yes.
very beautiful way.
I
Yes.
think you're putting it in formaldehyde or like
Nada.
wax.
You kind of flatten it, and yes, it's sort of like a book, but you have to add something to it. That's what I remember.
They
Must
like
have made
kept
her
like
day that day.
as they do for
When I bought her
fossils.
flowers. Yeah,
Fossils is a bit different.
Yeah.
So it's
carbon
also like
dating.
it's more like it's sandwiched between rocks.
Yes, I'm just like
I was
that.
saying she was living in another country, bro, and I sent her those flowers.
What?
Yeah.
Super sweet. So you got an address for someone who sells flowers in that country.
Yeah.
Then you told him to send them to her address.
no, I,
sent him
I
MM?
knew other people staying in that country.
So you got them to
So-
get it.
I got them to order for the flowers. I paid for the flowers. The flowers were delivered to her.
Hell
Wow.
of a
Yeah, like,
gesture,
when he
bro.
has such things,
That's
I feel
fire,
like-
man.
I have not done anything good for girls.
Now, I've also done that, bro, but it's you have
Abroad.
to know people in the country. Yeah. You have to
Okay.
know people in the country.
That's something that would never ever cross my mind, bro.
Is it?
I'd be thinking, okay, if she's in another country, let me wait for her to come back. If I don't need it,
But this is funny. So, for me, I knew the person, but then the person wasn't in that city at the time. So I had to go to LinkedIn, her workplace, get one of her workmates, text them on LinkedIn, be like, hey, yo, man, like, I know you don't know me, but you probably heard about me, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So the workmate allowed, got each other's numbers. So the person who was in another city ordered, sent them to this person's address, and this person took them to work.
Are you guys still together?
This was in a competition.
Hell no, bro.
Let me tell you something about the boys. If you think you've done some romantic shit, the boys always can show you that he took a step further than you. Remember last week who was saying
He was picking up
last week we were
flowers.
talking about buying flowers. Like I said, I went and picked them up from the garden and played. I said, bro, they're so thorny, man. I hate this.
Nah,
It's not even a competition. bro.
You're like a pure lover, boys, bro.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
feel like I would
man.
only do that if she had my ring on her finger.
Have you bought a girl flowers before?
I bought my mom flowers.
Wait, but I think
That's fair.
And even her,
That's
it's
fair.
not like
That's not a girl.
That's fair.
I don't
that's
think
only
it's,
like that's a lady that I bought flowers for in my life that I can remember. And even her, it's not like often that I buy her flowers. Like, yeah.
But I think outside Uganda, it's very easy to deliver flowers, even though you're not
Deliver.
living in that particular country.
It's
Unlike Uganda, where like addresses are a bit fucked up, but I think like let's say like in the States or
no, it's not
UK,
the logistics.
it's very easy to just
No, it's not the logistics.
him,
It's
it's
just
the
the fact
thought.
that for you, are delivering them from Uganda, man.
Yes, you can buy them online and then
I won't
you
hold you, bro.
you put there that address of that particular person you want to deliver it to.
Yes, we're not saying it's hard. I'm just saying
Just-
it's just the fact that well, that's what you're doing on that day.
And
Like,
let me tell you,
Buying
there's
flowers for someone
the
abroad.
extra levels to having flowers delivered, bro. Because like, you need to see what the bouquet looks like.
Yeah.
You can't just deliver.
There's some
any-
bouquets that have
any
spaces,
jazz.
bro. That just needs to
Yeah.
look full.
And there are like
Yeah.
people who are selling them online. I think
Yeah,
I
but
think
the
there are some
online
decent
thing
pictures online.
I did this shit in like 2016.
What?
I
That's
was
high
so
school.
Man,
I
because
was
even
like
I
first
did
year,
not,
bro.
bro.
It was like first year or second year, and yeah, but it wasn't. Let me tell you
Wow.
something. It wasn't easy getting those flowers to that girl, bro.
Anyway.
But I was really feeling it, bro. I truly thought I had met my wife, man.
Like,
I know what it's like,
boys.
When you feel like you've met your wife.
Yeah, but I
Tough.
think the first time I bought a girl flowers
What?
was in my Form 5 for Micah girlfriend,
Are you guys,
and she was in S4.
are you guys like now talking or now?
It was still very cool, bro.
Okay.
Wait,
That's so very
Wendy,
cool.
have you ever bought a girl flowers? I feel like I have to ask. Okay,
No,
thank you.
I've never.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I was the odd man out here, bro.
And I sent those flowers to her school, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, those flowers were taken
The
to
PO
her
box
school,
jazz,
bro.
yeah.
In
No,
school.
bro.
First you had PO
Someone
box,
went and
so you
took
could do
them
that.
there.
In
And
school.
called her out, and she came and picked her flowers, bro. In school.
Is this like a birthday?
It was her birthday.
Valentine's?
Yeah, it was her birthday. And her birthday was like a week before mine. Literally
Wow.
an exact week. She was born on the 14th, I was born on the 21st.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
Shout out. What do they
No,
call
no,
it?
first
Grand
relax. Okay, I've
gestures
just
of
clocked
love,
this.
Yeah.
Listen. He's in Form 5, she's in Form 4. 14th November. This is like UNEB, bro. This is right before she does UNEB. Because if she was in Form 4 November 14th. Yeah. Wow. What a man, bro.
No, I matter what she's been for Valentine's Day. All I know is I bought her flowers, man, and sent them to school.
Did you guys,
ultimate
when you
lover
send those
boy,
flowers,
bro.
did you guys get what you wanted? Like,
No, it's not even about
Did you
getting
feel
back.
good?
It's like
I
the
felt very
giving.
I felt
That's-
very, very good, bro.
Yeah, it feels good to give, man.
I felt very
Damn,
good.
makes sense
disagree
in
on that
Magic
one.
as well.
Very good. But I'll say flowers I've gotten like it's like every man needs to go through an experience of just knowing how expensive flowers are. For you to know that it really feels like you've given away something, bro. Like
Yeah.
some flowers.
flowers are so
That's why
no
you
no
had
no
that
no.
cash
I
rate.
mean like when you buy flowers is when you gain a respect for niggas that give flowers.
flower
'Cause
industry.
It's not it's easy to think that my guy is just like a funny guy, man. Forget, bro. Flowers are expensive as shit. Bro. I might as well give you
let me
like
not even lie to you, yeah. That day when we were here and I got flowers, you guys remember? That shit was dry by the time I got home, bro.
You don't have that
And
cat touch.
in my head, I'm like, yeah. First of all, it was dry when I got home in the morning. They were fresh. My mom did some. I do not
You
know
don't have
what
that
she
cat
did,
touch.
bro. But like, here's the thing. I was talking to Yaz last week when we were here, and she said, "Bro, you can get flowers of 80 bob." I've never seen a bouquet of 80 bob. You get the bouquets I see are like 300k.
Yeah, and that shit shows, I won't hold you. There's a big difference
Between the
between
80
the
bob bouquet
200 bob bouquet and the 80
300
bob
bill.
bouquet. And the 80 bob bouquet can never be sold by the 200 bob person.
That's
They
true.
don't have packages ranging from 80 to over 400.
I would like really want to see the ones that are like 100 bob.
Yeah, the 80 bob person will go from like, they'll have a package for 40 bob, 60 bob, 80 bob, and like 120 bob. Then there'll be another person of 200, let's say 120, 200, 300. Then someone who starts from 200. The difference in those flowers it's so clear, bro, the difference in those flowers.
But
Man.
I won't lie. You know, guys were saying about Valentine's stress, what they're stressing. Bro, I was happy Because, bro, see, my guy is going through things, flowers, dinners, then after. And there's this thing guys do nowadays, yeah? You go buy flowers, go for a dinner, then after you go to the bar. I'm like,
Can we please
With
sell
apple
flowers?
flowers like this.
Can we please sell flowers next year, bro?
As MJP.
Such an
it
easy
makes
lick,
so
like,
much money.
I promise
bro.
you, I can dedicate my beginning of the month of February.
To learn how to do arrangements.
No. From now until next February, I can just learn how to like
Arrange.
where guys source flowers from, what all of
And
that.
we do it.
And then next year, Jan, we start advertising the flowers and whatnot. And then Feb, those first 2 weeks of Feb, I'm just a flower guy, primarily.
Florist.
Because I think that
I'm
honestly,
down, bro. I'm down.
we can make such a killing.
I think we can even
down.
do it with a twist by adding also a flower vase, because most of the people they get their flowers.
An
you
MJP
know.
flower vase.
Yes, because trust me, like most guys lose their flowers,
MJP branded.
and they like
Nah,
they
that
can
guy-
get
Nah,
brand.
it can't be a
I don't
brand.
know if
That's to
you guys-
rebrand love.
No, not over
Rebrand love and
branding
MJP.
it. Like,
Imagine you
just getting like a clear vest like that
you get like
Ah.
your
That
flowers
can
in a
actually
vase already
with water. Yeah.
Yeah,
Trust me,
Kind of
it's
funny.
tricky, right?
Bro, spending like 200,000
The delivery
on
guy.
flowers, which are going to be dry by the time they are delivered to.
But see, that's the point of the flowers, bro. Like that they don't stay forever. Otherwise, guys will be selling flowers with like flower food and like instructions on how to keep it.
It's like giving guys
lasting longer.
puppies.
Yeah, I don't know. For
That
me,
just
my
is
mind,
alive for 15 years.
I just
bro.
feel like flowers are not a gift. They're more like a decoration.
Like a gesture.
It's like a decoration. It's not even like a gesture. It's just like they're just flowers.
The reason why
if
flowers are such a fire gift is because like the ends is in the means. You know what I mean?
They're fleeting.
Like
words.
this is
They
for
represent
no
the love.
other purpose
But
than me showing that like I want you to just like enjoy these.
Is
Or
that
like
the
this
only
one.
way or the best way for me to get that point across?
no, it's one
No,
of
but
it's one of the
A
favorites.
very effective way, bro.
Yeah.
Very, very,
very,
effective.
very
way,
effective.
I don't think we need to understand whatever thing it means to deliver flowers to anyone. Because honestly, when you try to put logic into it, it makes sense.
The
Yeah,
logic that makes sense in my mind is more like it's a gesture that she can post on her socials, and her friends will also like get some jealous.
I can't hold
Not
that.
really, actually.
I don't know
Not
if
really.
any of these girls post.
I don't think so. I don't think it's a posting thing. I think it's like inside.
know.
bro.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
What's
know
flowers
if
doing
girls
for your
post it.
inside, bro? Like, first let us know
No,
in the
it's
comments
not.
down below.
The thing is, you're looking at it from a very monetary sense. Of like, I'm going to give this, is going to come back. Nada. This is more of, it's more emotional than like monetary or physical.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's more emotional.
You have like an equivalent of that, like
For
for
us.
guys, like give us a bunch of sticks,
Mm.
and it's like it symbolizes how you feel
Give us a
about
light
me.
a fire.
And Connie's just rap
Light
like
a fire,
that.
dig a hole.
And Connie's in a bando, bro. Send that guy on his way, bro. Start swinging it like
I
a
wonder
sword.
what our equivalent would be.
Like a PS5, man. But even the PS5 doesn't match.
Yeah, I don't know. For us, we're not really like. I don't know if none like practical gestures work for us.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
think
trying
for
to.
us, like we.
Yeah, so don't
we're
think like
very,
a guy.
Is there another non-practical one that you can give a lady? Because I know chocolates are not in that one. Unless you can eat that
can
chocolates.
eat, yeah. I think flowers are the ones, bro.
I think
flowers make no
flowers
that
are it,
one.
bro. They don't make
Flowers
sense
are
to
It
the
seems
you.
like an industry,
They
like
don't make sense to
marketing.
you, but use the advice you're getting from other guys that it will make sense.
Don't get
So
me
maybe
wrong,
it
don't
would
get me
make
wrong.
sense because
If I'm in
ladies
some
are
trouble.
more emotionally triggered.
If I'm in some trouble,
than us
I'll just
guys.
get a nice bouquet, bro. If that's what
Not
it takes.
trouble, man. Like,
But
even the competition is so steep. Like
give them
you
when
guys are-
everything is okay, not when there's trouble.
some dead plans. Okay. I don't know. That thing it just perplexes my mind. It's more like I feel like it's more like the whole marketing around flowers and the fact that we see it so much in movies and series.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
it's
It's
just kind of
cultural.
been
It's definitely
burnt. It's
cultural.
not in culture. It's just
Yeah.
kind of forced
societal
upon you.
influence.
No,
Nah,
That's what the
just
movies
like-
would have you believe that that's
What-
what society is.
What you're
I
saying
mean,
is
it's
true.
like it's pop
But-
culture at least.
Yeah, what you're saying is true, but it doesn't take away from the fact that it
It
works.
works, bro. It definitely
Doesn't
works,
take
man.
away from it, bro. It's
Flowers
true,
really work.
Hey,
but like
honestly-
it's you using what is true.
hey, and by the way, it was even before commercialism or capitalism that guys picking
You
flowers.
see, guys used to pick flowers back in the day in the 70s.
It's actually funny. It's
People
one of the
70s, guys
thing
picking
which
flowers last
has
year.
actually stood the test
Vowels.
of time.
Flowers,
Not
eh?
last year.
But that's the thing, like even when you think about the amount of time that it has stood, it's really not that long, bro. It's really not that long, bro. Like, I don't think that giving flowers was a thing maybe before like the 1960s, bro.
Those guys were
Like
just
a
in
proper
wars.
thing.
It's similar to like
where
diamonds, bro.
Where do the flowers grow?
I feel like it was one of those if you know type things. Like if you knew that chicks liked flowers, but before times, you would pick and you'd get your results. But it becoming like ubiquitous, like all girls love flowers on the 14th of February, all of them by force. That one just seems like marketing to me, bro.
For sure.
No, definitely.
Yeah, because there's no way that the 14th is what triggers.
We are not
It
even,
was natural love
we are
for
not even
flowers.
arguing with you. We are just saying it's what works.
I don't think it's
I
an
don't
early
think
thing.
I don't even think it works, bro.
You don't think so?
I don't think it's an
I
early
don't
thing
think
because
it
guys
works.
have been like spraying themselves with perfumes, like very, very like you know in even 14th, the 14th century.
Flowers don't smell good, bro.
It's been flowers they've been getting those fragrances from.
But that's
Flowers
different from
themselves
giving
don't
someone
smell
flowers
good.
for love than to press them and make a rose oil that you'll make in a fragrance
Yeah.
later.
Like-
That's commercial.
Any
Yeah,
flowers,
but
any
also-
flowers you get that smell good have
There's
been
definitely
scented,
a connection. No?
No,
Yeah,
I feel
I don't think it's a recent
now
thing.
that I
bro.
apply my brain, I feel like it's probably stems more from like in the industrialization days, people moving from in like Europe, people moving from rural areas to urban areas. So maybe at that time, people who were stuck in the cities would give their girls flowers because it's more like, you know, it's something they don't see every day on these cobblestone streets and in the concrete jungle, so they give us some flowers. But like me, who has grown up here surrounded by like green everywhere, it doesn't make sense in my African brain why me breaking some flowers from the side of the road and giving them to you somehow makes you feel better.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
For me, I think that like everyone will agree
It's actually funny.
that flowers are beautiful. You know what I mean? Like
They
aside
look
from
good.
everything
They
else,
look
like
good.
if you look at a flower, no matter how closely you look, that thing is always going to be beautiful, bro. So I think that there's something to do with how beautiful flowers are that just made sense giving them as gifts. That's what I think, bro.
They say something,
that's
you know,
what I
like
think.
I've tried to look for the history of giving flowers.
Yeah.
Here I'm saying that the practice of giving flowers is a societal way to express love, compassion, and thoughtfulness. This custom is so powerful, it can even help us communicate in times when we don't know what to say. But where did this tradition come from? It turns out humans have been using flowers to express emotion for a very long time. In fact, we can trace this tradition all the way back in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt.
Wow.
Listen,
I mean,
I don't know. I think
here's
human
the
beings
thing.
just
Whether
appreciate
it's
beautiful
commercialized or blah blah blah, that's all true. But me, one thing I know is
things. It
flowers
works.
are heavily appreciated,
Yeah, it works.
whether you
definitely
like
works.
it or not.
Well, trying to figure out why, Nanti. Like, what is
Ask
it
the
about
ancient Egyptians.
dead petals?
We need to go and read some like
Definitely works.
hieroglyphs,
So
whatever
it's
called.
exactly here the images. I think they're called the hieroglyphics, whatever thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
Anyway, man.
flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
How are you guys feeling, man?
Flowery.
How are your weekends?
Dandy.
Yeah.
Feeling dandy.
A bit rosy.
Peachy.
Tulip.
Yeah, man. How are you guys doing? How have your weekends been? What's your emotional state? What's your mental state?
Man, why just because it's every week, bro? Like, it changes from week to week.
Someone has to check in, bro.
Nah.
Men are not checking in on men. You know that.
You check on me like twice a week,
Yeah.
every week. I'm
Yeah.
not one of them, man.
Now I'm doing it on behalf of the listeners. How are you guys doing?
The guy
Yeah,
mentioned
no,
is the question.
It's not about me. Don't talk to me. Talk to them. Tell them how you're doing. They already know. You tell them how you're doing.
Have you guys been to these ferries?
Whiz Ferrys?
These ferries.
I saw you, man. I saw you.
The
Where?
ferries,
How
man.
was that, bro?
The ferries.
Eliato.
This Winding
Yeah,
man
these
was on a
ferries.
ferry this
Yeah,
weekend.
at Port
That's a
Bell.
good Kalangala and
At
whatnot.
Port Bell.
Come again?
These ferries which get docked at Port Bell.
I've not been to the Ugandan ferries, but I know that Diani ferry. Is it the same thing?
Yeah.
I think they
Pretty
move
much.
around, yeah.
But it's just
It's
that the
Uganda.
anyone crosses a small distance.
Mm.
I've been on a ferry before to Kalangala. A few times, actually.
I last went on a ferry to Kalangala like as a kid, bro. So that the only memory I have is a Diani one.
I've actually never been on an
It
island
must be the same.
before.
But the Diani one were in a car. on the ferry.
Even the Mombasa, even to Mombasa, even the Kalangala one. You get on the, put your cacao on. It's very cool,
Yeah.
man.
I've also been on
I've
been on a Maxon Falls one.
Really?
Yeah, one going from I think like Masindi to somewhere. That's not going in that direction.
I was very happy that day.
That's
so dry.
That's so funny. I am like,
Yeah, man. Guys with real humor.
That was ferry.
okay. You guys are funny.
Not feeling that one.
What happened on the ferry? Where were you going?
I'll put you on the same level as mine. So it's fair. It was fair.
I just had a free stand.
It was fair.
Alright.
Back to the
How
point.
was the ferry, bro? How did you even end up going on that ferry, man?
Yeah, what are you looking for there?
No, I actually had a free Sunday, and I had a friend of mine who lives that side, who used to live that side.
On the islands.
No, like that side of Luzera. So she called me, and then we went there, and then we entered.
Wait. I need to understand. You went on a ferry to go to Luzira.
No, I have a friend who used to live in Luzera. Yes. Then she told me about that Port Bell. So I went there and we found them docked there. We found
You go to
this.
the floating island?
No,
Did
we
the
did.
ferry- did
It
you
was
move?
it was docked.
It was docked.
Yeah, it was just there. Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't go on the ferry?
We
You
went
went
on the ferry. Like there was some guy. We gave him some 5K, and so
Also,
the
did
guy,
the ferry move?
Nah,
Didn't.
they just gave him a
You
tour
just
of
went
the ferry.
on the ferry, like you stood on it.
they actually two. One was called
Nah.
Kawa and Pamba.
Okay. Have you been to that floating island in Luzira before?
Yeah.
Is
Was
that
that with
floating
you?
island?
No.
I wasn't with you. I've been there multiple times. Right? He even took us on his boat. What?
There's a floating
There's a
island.
floating
Yeah.
island. There's a guy who literally just goes with his boat, chops
Oh
up
no,
island,
we've actually been there.
and pulls it back.
We've been there. We've been there. Yeah.
Actually, when we
We've
were
been
there, some guy told us of a story of one time an island came floating and it had like plants, it had banana plantations and all that with goats. So guys, goat stuff, it just came drifting
that's-
slowly to
Actually, he
to the
doesn't
shore.
go and chop off. He goes and gets drifting islands and tows them
Yeah.
and connects them to this one.
They told me he chops. He finds those floating islands, a place where like there's a big one.
Mm.
Then
A
he
big
like
chopping island.
cuts off
floating
a piece
island.
and brings it
Sounds
back.
like cap.
Have you
bro.
been? Have you been there?
I've been to the floating island.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
we
thing
were
was
there
actually
together.
pulling an
We're
island.
there together. I
Yeah, were they?
think. Yeah.
Are they natural
I
or
was there.
artificial?
I remember
It's
being with my
actually
guys.
a land mass, bro.
I went there with
Like, how is it floating? Me, honestly, I thought it was always a mountain.
It's a land.
It's always a mountain which, like, maybe
It's a land
it's
mass, but
Capic.
it's not connected to anything, bro. It's like
Yeah, it's just a
it's
land
just on
mass
top of the water.
that's less dense than water.
Yeah, obviously.
but there's
because
everything
like,
in there.
it's a
How is it like?
Maize,
How is it
you can plant your
floating?
maize on
It's
it.
weird. Like, how is it
physics,
floating?
bro. It is just less dense
It's
than the water,
exactly.
so it floats.
It's like the way a ship floats and it's all metal.
What
But the
how
craziest
does how
part
the
is you can
floating
plant
work?
on it, man.
The pressure from the water pushes it up, and so it,
Density.
Buoyancy. It's called buoyancy.
buoyancy.
Yeah,
That's
buoyancy.
the word.
But honestly, bro, like, okay, fine. For it to float, at least it has to be having some air in between it. But if
probably
it's like
does.
a rock,
To be fair,
it's
even
fully solid. How
even
is it
soil
One
has
floating?
thing I
Yeah.
know is after they've docked, he attaches like other stuff to it. So like I know on the floor is wood, and I think he has like big plastic things on the side to keep it floating, sort of.
What if he wakes up one day and he's in the middle of the lake? Like his floating island was pulled dash. Like,
And that's
from
his
the
new
shore.
home.
I think it's
Like-
I think there's I think there's stuff that anchors it to
Down,
the
huh?
new what do you call it?
Location.
Yeah, but when I first saw that thing, I was like, it can't be this easy to be a landowner, bro. Like this guy literally
He
just
literally went and found the
pulls
land, bro.
the land. Like he keeps adding on every other day another hectare.
But that guy is such a G, man. He's such a G. He has another boat, and he like will take you on that boat, give you like a ride, you know. And he lives there. He don't have any other crib, bro. He lives there on the floating island, bro. So that's his whole thing, man.
Like,
like a
what
nice
does it do
place.
for a living? Does it like
That's
sell
his deal.
stuff?
The floating island has
on
a
it?
bar. There's a bar on
Oh.
that floating island. So
Yeah.
that's his business.
And that bar makes money.
Yeah.
Eh.
The floating island has a bar, and he also like takes guys on boat trips.
Let me tell you, if
Everyone
Luzira
makes
was
money.
near and they told me we were going to a floating island to like go to a bar, I would go, bro.
On the
I would
floating
go.
island.
Yeah. I would go.
I don't know.
Yeah, go. I won't even.
Why?
I don't know about that one.
Why
bro.
don't you know?
Okay, guys, what does it take for
That's
you
a
to
tricky
feel
one for me,
secure
bro.
on like
A
on
floating
a
island.
boat?
Floating island.
No, on a boat or anything
Just give me
which
a
is
life
any
jacket.
No, I feel
flower,
fairly secure. If I have a life
water
jacket,
vessel.
I'm feeling
Yeah,
kind
give
of
me a
calm.
life jacket and the one that passes down, bro.
Especially on the lake, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys know how to swim.
Properly.
Swimming in the lake and swimming in
from
the
this
pool
guy.
are
Nah, I
different.
know how to
Me too.
survive.
Me too.
Relax.
Different. Swimming in the lake is so. It's like you're swimming. The lake is also like swimming
Fighting
against
you,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, I know how to survive in a pool, so I can die in a lake, but I won't die in a pool.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'll say swimming in a lake is harder, but if it's not the time when the tide is like going crazy, if you're swimming like in the middle of the day, it's calm.
There's a time this guy went into a lake sometime with and he told me, "Hey, it's calm, bro."
You also followed.
Not a zero,
Hey.
but there's a time I
Yours is
jumped
on
into
camera,
a
bro.
lake.
Yours is on camera, bro.
Hey,
Your chronicles are on camera.
Drowning in shallow water,
Bro,
bro.
I was drowning and I stood, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never get like every time I every time I see,
hilarious.
every
He was
time I see that
drowning
thing,
in
I don't know how
water
to
which
feel,
could-
bro.
And you
So
only had to
was the
stand.
first time I swam in a lake.
Yeah, that was the first time I entered water ever in life. In a lake, bro.
Damn. Do you think you're going to like be? Think you'll teach your kids how to swim early?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The thing is, I was given the option to swim. I just didn't choose to. But
Can you still
at least I know how to swim now.
Can you still swim?
Yeah.
Oh, last
Yeah.
time this one.
Like a month back.
Bro, speaking of swimming,
Throw
man,
in the deep end.
I spent the.
You have to start from the shallow end. I'll swim to the deep end.
I'll throw you. You're throwing this large man.
RKO.
Yo, speaking of swimming, I spent the whole of Saturday in the pool. At least Saturday afternoon. It was my little sister's birthday. Shout out Melissa.
Shout out, man. Such a good person.
Yeah, man. We were in Luboa at some establishment.
Why didn't you guys like call me?
Yes, I passed literally by Alweza.
That's my guy, you guys.
You know what's mad?
You know where I was?
Saturday,
Indesa.
we actually went to swim in
Indesa.
Entebbe.
No, it's called I think Sunrise or Savannah or something like that.
I don't think I know.
What's
that.
mad is
I forgot the name.
Saturday we
It's
went
in,
to swim in Entebbe.
Lower
man.
estate, eh?
Yes. Okay. Let me first explain to this guy. So you know that Lueza turn after Fuel X. That proper Lueza turn there
That's
on
my
your
that's
left.
my road.
That's your road.
Yeah.
So when you go straight along that road for like 200 meters, you take a left and drive, and then take another left and then drive up to the top of a hill. I think it's called Sunrise or Savannah.
Nyosa.
It's called Savannah or Sunrise, one of the two. It's like a guest house type of place. It's super nice though, bro. Super nice. Yeah, it was dope, man.
You can use
So I was there the
someone
whole
else.
of Saturday. It was a vibe, bro. Just chilling in the pool, eating good food.
How come
Ah,
you
yeah.
went so far from the city?
That's where my sisters had booked. Also, they wanted like a private party. Not too many people. Not even those things where guys can just pull up. You know. And they wanted to stay that night. And that's the thing, bro. Like every birthday, they go out of town slightly. Yeah, so it was cool, man.
Like,
One of the
not so
7
far.
but 14 hills.
Yeah, not so far. Because like literally that night I left them there, and I went back home. So not too far that I can't go back home if I want to, but not so close that like, you know.
Yeah, but I think it's a good thing. You know, like when you're living in a certain area, you tend to frequent sample places.
Yeah.
So it's always better to explore other
That's
places. There's
And I
some
would have
fire
never been
places
able
out
to go
there.
to that place if it wasn't for.
I never frequent anywhere near my home, bro.
Yeah. I mean, but the sad bit is like a family of like moms and their kiddos still pulled up, bro. So we shared like half that day.
hey, a random group.
A random group.
You
I
guys
think-
wanted
I
the
think
whole place to
I think them
yourselves.
they're regulars. It's just think of someone who renovated their house and turned it into a guest house.
Kind of like,
So the
what's the
pool is
place in
not the
Tinder?
biggest.
Mama Kevin.
Yeah. Kind of like a
Whatever
kind
it's
of like
called.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it was dope, man. Nice day. Fryo, we were here. Did our Patreon pod. I listened to A Night with Paul for a little bit. Then I drove to Charlie Wajala, where I met Shari. Shout out Shari. And happy birthday. Shari's birthday was
Happy
yesterday.
belated Shari, man.
Happy belated birthday, Shari, aka Shari Brown, aka Ashanut, aka
Ambassador Brown.
Ambassador Brown.
Brown.
It was a very
Brown Sherry.
Brown.
Shari Brown. So Friday was also very, very cool. Had a really nice time. Sunday, what did I do on Sunday? I think Sunday I was mostly just in the crib, bro. I was in the crib on Sunday. Sunday evening I went and caught up with my guys, my two bros, Banana and Paolo. Yep, shout out to them. It was a good weekend, man. I spent each of those days with my loved ones, and I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good for it. What about you? In the crib?
I was in the crib, yeah.
Crazy, that's fun, bro. That sounds fun.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. I said, yo, I hate my home. I hate my life.
It's just where I'm at right now.
I love that.
It's where I was at actually last weekend.
Yeah.
Playing. Home is lit.
Yeah.
Home is lit.
Yeah. It is, bro. It is.
Yeah. That's what I would say about that. Yeah, home is lit.
Okay.
Shout out all homes everywhere.
Shout out home. Everyone in the home. The homies. Shout out the homies.
Home boys and home girls everywhere.
I think it has a lot to do with growing now.
Doing what?
It has a lot to do with growing.
It was growing.
Yeah, because
being
now,
in the crib.
yeah, because like when we were still growing, well, being in the crib it was something boring. But
I
now,
mean,
if you can comfortably sit at home and
you
enjoy
make it
your
sound like
life.
these guys are so much younger
That's
than
fire.
me that they're not in the crib every weekend. You make it. What's up, bro?
Hey, when you were speaking, I was like,
Man, it's just the fact of growing up. That's why you have no plans. You're grown, bro. You're mature.
I'm
boys,
finished.
how are you feeling, man?
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
That's so funny. Friday we were here. I honestly don't remember Saturday, bro. And it's not even because like I was drinking anything. I probably wasn't. Because I remember Saturday I did not drink. So where was I?
That's crazy that's like your anchor of memories. Was I drinking or wasn't I? And then after you figure that bit out,
Then I
you go from there.
remember where I was. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But Saturday I did not. Oh yeah, Saturday I went for a movie, man. I went for a movie.
Which movie?
The Beekeeper.
Yeah, I watched it again.
Again.
Yeah,
This guy is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
This guy is crazy.
Do not cower.
good movie. Good movie. I went for a movie. Chill. Watched Chelsea City. Went home.
Went home happy. Yeah.
Very happy. Not very happy. Like
But happy
it's
enough.
a game we could have
An
won.
internal happiness that you can't express openly.
Yeah, like
Because a draw is a win to you. Yeah. I know that happiness.
Yeah,
Man.
but
I
like
know
it
that
was a good
happiness.
match, man. It was a good day. Sunday I went for Boredom League.
Bro, I don't know how I failed to I missed one Budo League, the last one.
You've never.
I failed to reintegrate Budo League into my life schedule, bro. Like,
Again.
I remember the season before last,
Yeah.
I would say, oh, this coming weekend is Budo League weekend. I have to know that Sunday I need to be at our house by 1. I have to be at Budo League. Now, bro, like, I found out it was Budo League the day after, man.
Yeah.
Like, I found out Monday it was Budo League on Sunday.
I have a similar issue, man.
Nah, bro.
So
I went for Boredom
last
League.
Budo League I went for last like 2 years back.
The first one.
I haven't been since.
Yeah.
I went for Boredom League, man.
Can you start hitting me
For
when
two
you're going for Budo
reasons.
League?
Yeah, definitely. I had not gone this whole season, and secondly, you guys know why. So yeah, I was like,
You
hey,
are
man,
Amir,
let me
I
pass
feel like
by.
we can say that because Amir was a.
I'm
was a-
right.
I'm. I just call him Aine, bro.
Ain't
But yeah, man, like
Shout out, brother.
he was a
Rest
big
in
fan
peace.
of the pod, bro. He was definitely
Yeah.
a mobster, man. Yeah, and he passed on really, really soon, bro. So our thoughts are with the family and all of his friends, and
May his soul rest in eternal
may his
peace.
soul rest in peace, man.
Yeah, may his
Yeah.
soul rest. So that's where I went, and then after that I went home, man. So it was a regular weekend. Not too much to it.
Nothing too
Yeah,
crazy.
not too much.
Hard, bro.
Yeah. You guys didn't tell us how your mental health is like right now.
My mental health. I think I'm in a good place, bro. The only stuff that is bothering me is external. Like I just have external pressures. Internally, I'm very centered, very balanced. I feel like I'm doing all of the right things with like my mind and my body. but like it hasn't yet manifested into real life like benefits. You know how guys be like, man, I started working out and started like meditating, and then everything followed. Bro, I'm waiting for shit to follow. I keep looking, man. But
It's not
it hasn't yet followed,
following,
bro. But otherwise, bro, I'm actually feeling really good, bro. Like I'll have tough days, and I'll go home and I won't feel defeated, bro. Like I'll still wake up the next day and feel like
That's
we go
nice.
again, man.
That's nice.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
I'm feeling kawa, man.
I've been kawa, but I've realized of late I've become very. What's the word? I've been very apathetic towards many things, man. Like, apathetic isn't the word, because that's not who I am. I have been very nonchalant the past like month. So things can happen, and I'll just be there like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Which has always been me, but now it's like to a new level. So I want to know why, man.
Is there a
One
phase
day I'll
in
find
li-
out.
Is there a phase in life where you feel like you don't have the guts to do anything productive?
Are you saying he's growing up? It's a fact of growing up again. But you don't say that. So you're saying, are you in a phase
Are you in a
of your
phase?
growth in which
Are you at a stage of
your
development where are you at a stage in gestation?
It's not everything is the stage of growth. Nah, I'm playing.
Bro, honestly, there comes some days where like you're so like you feel like you want to do everything productive in your life,
Yeah.
and there are some days then you're like
I feel like that's a normal.
you just feel like wasting time only. And if you try to do anything productive,
I feel like it's a normal human thing to feel like that some days, bro.
Bro, I feel like life really comes in waves, man.
Yeah.
Like, bro, sometimes you're riding the tide high. Other times, man, you're just crashing, bro. You just have to wait for the next tide.
And
bro.
it's kawa. Like, it's
Yeah.
kawa. I think the only thing is, if there are things you have to do, that's where you need to take care of it. If that makes sense.
Power
Otherwise,
through it.
like, it's kawa, man. It happens. Do not overthink it, man. Just know this is life. Some days will be productive, some days won't. And it's fine. I don't apply pressure on my Mondays, bro.
Your Mondays are tough.
You know, guys are like, Monday has to
Yeah,
be
Mondays are
Monday.
tough.
We have to. I'm like, nada. Monday we shall coast.
That's how I know if I'm in a good season in my life, bro. When every Monday feels like a
a
new
good day.
opportunity, bro. Like,
Yeah.
man, we go again. You know what I
You
mean?
see a
Like,
butterfly in the
Monday,
morning.
no,
You're
Monday,
like, okay.
literally, my motivation is peak on Monday. Mondays, I'm super productive, but when I'm not in a good place, bro, Mondays are
Do you know what's mad? Do you know how I know I'm being productive? Thursday, bro.
Yeah, now,
Which is weird.
Yeah. Now, for me, in my bad times, Monday is tough, and then Thursday and Friday, I'm scrambling, bro, to like collect the week. Yeah.
It's been a while since I read the questions. Eh?
I agree.
Let us know down in the comments below if you want me to read questions every day. Yeah. who reads better? Let us. It was not accent, but pronunciation,
and
enunciation,
and energy and effect. Yeah.
it's actually funny coming from a guy who said that he reads at a
People
P4 level.
people level.
Yeah, sometimes you only
I'm
a kid does read,
competitive.
For
With my
some
P4.
questions, yes. It
Many
makes
people are
sense.
still
Yeah.
competitive.
bro. But before you expected to know how to read, to be fair. so, like,
Competitive reading.
yeah.
Okay, confessions. I don't want you getting cancelled. Read in your head first. Okay.
That's a warning, man.
Oof. It's not that crazy, but it's like.
No, you have to word it carefully. You as you, not the question.
And that's what you did how he said it.
To be fair, we can edit.
We can
Cool.
edit.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's not that crazy, but it goes like, yo, but female artists like Ice Spice and Sexy Nini who have trash music and good body are no different than, let's call them, showers. If they didn't have body, no one would like them, so they're just selling body like showers, you know? How is that a confession?
And sexy what?
I think it's
Sexy
and
red.
Ice Spice.
Sexy red.
She meant sexy
I'm
red.
saying
Yeah.
basically they're not different from prostitutes.
I
And-
disagree fully, bro.
Yeah, I also don't
I
think it's the
disagree
same.
First of all, I don't think that we can unanimously agree that the music is trash. Because me, I actually listen, guys. To date, I've not had an Ice Spice song that I don't like. to
I have,
date.
but it's like
okay,
one.
except yours, except Pretty Girl. Except that one.
I don't know.
I love
that one is
Now
alright.
I made my say more about you that I Spice.
I don't know.
Because that has no bad songs.
Who?
That's the thing, bro. I
Ice.
feel like, yes.
I mean, I only feel Princess Diana. That's all I feel from her. Yeah.
Only.
Bro.
Only.
Wow.
The rest is work.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, we're not going to Ginger. I'll play for you guys. Ice Spice. Like a whole EP, beginning to end, bro. It's only like 10 minutes either way. So
Ice Spice has bangers. They're like two songs I don't like.
you guys need to listen to Ice Spice.
I've
in a
never
right
listened to
environment.
a Sexy Red song aside that one that was popping on
Did you
TikTok.
see the Drake one with Meg the Stallion this weekend where she was
Rich
giving
Baby
birth?
Daddy.
Is it? Mm-mm.
Rich Baby Daddy.
But you see, that's the thing. Okay, let me play devil's
Drake can
advocate
make
here.
anything sound
I'm
good,
not agreeing, but I'm saying at times their entire music catalog is about one thing and one thing only.
Yeah, it's pussy rap.
The
It's
nanny.
called pussy rap.
Yeah.
It's called pussy rap.
Which
But see,
is
for me, like, I don't mind just like that, bro.
Mm.
Because some of my favorite rappers are drug dealer rappers, bro.
Mm.
And they only rap about drugs. But they can flip it so many ways
Yeah.
that it just stays hard.
I think that's the issue with the person confessing.
That they're promoting
That
that
the
culture.
music is one dimensional in terms of topics, but I won't say it's fake music.
Yeah, but also, like, I was watching some video essay and some guy was also talking about the same topic. And then he showed some clips of these guys performing on the stage. And then the crowd was dead, but when they saw that it was dead, she turned and started shaking her
And
ass.
guys
And
went
then
crazy.
guys
There's
went
that Kawan
crazy.
Ice
So
Spice
to me, it
move,
kind of
but I
feels
can't-
like, yeah,
whenever I see a video,
I kind of side with the person.
Yeah.
Kids,
And for me, I'm not a big fan
There's
of
like a
that.
hack-
she wipes, bro.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, but like, honestly, me, I really enjoy some of the music.
Nah,
man.
I
love
won't
the music.
lie to you. When it goes on, I'm not going to forward, bro.
Ice Spice is not the baddest to me. And
She's
Sexy Red
not.
is just not bad, period, bro.
Not the sexy, no red.
She's red. But I don't know. Anyway, bro.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
your question for me, from my perspective, no, they're not
No,
the same
man.
thing. I
Definitely
think
Yeah.
like
same thing.
the number one prostitute in the streets would freaking sacrifice her left foot to be Meg the Stallion
I
or
agree.
Ice Spice, bro. Like, come on.
The point is, there's a difference between selling.
And singing about it. Not even singing
Yeah.
about selling, just like singing.
Exactly.
Making that the
Exactly.
your what your subject topic.
Yes.
No, I think
Topic, subject matter in
to
your
me, it's
song.
kind of like
Yes.
the thumbnail of their career.
It's the
That's what they're
thumbnail.
saying.
Yeah.
It's like it's not the product,
Yes.
it's the packaging.
It's what
exactly,
gets
yeah.
you to buy the product. Huh? Yeah. Next question. Confession. One time I broke my own glasses and I said it was the maid's baby just so that I could have someone to snitch on.
Oof.
That
You guys
being
are
that
evil,
dedicated to
man.
snitching is crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
but like
Why?
How expensive are
And why
these
the
glasses,
baby,
bro?
What did the baby do to you?
a glass is
Snitching on a baby,
expensive.
first of all. What's going to happen to a baby?
Yeah.
What are they going to do to a baby?
I guess that's how she was reasoning. Like, no, it's going to be the baby, now it's going to fire the
She
baby.
just needed to get the snitch
Yeah,
urge out of
yeah,
her.
like, it wasn't me who broke these, mommy. Because mommy's going to
Yeah.
mash up. They can't
I
mash
feel
up
like
the
that's,
baby.
and I feel like no, that's no harm, no foul.
Is it now?
Yeah.
And I feel like
Everyone
there's
wants-
ham day for
Bro.
Bro.
Who's,
Bro, glasses are
the
hella
baby's not allowed to
expensive.
touch glasses.
I think the maid. The maid.
maid
I want
is-
you watching your baby go.
Hey, fair. But how did the baby get a hold of your glasses, man?
And also, how old is the
That's
baby
a lie.
to
It's a
break
lie.
the glasses? Because
The
an
baby
actual
didn't.
baby, an actual baby cannot break glasses. Whether it's like impact or like biting, or they
Or
just,
just-
can't, bro.
Question. Okay, first question. Do you guys think you'd still be happy if you never had a kid?
Nah, me, I want a kid. I won't lie. I know I can be happy till a certain age,
Then you'd.
but past a certain age, I want a kid.
Yeah, I think it's like video game. You have to get to another stage. So like,
When does everything come back to growth for you, bro? Like,
yeah,
Yes,
it's like a video game.
I
you
think
see
guys
like
know
three
people
ways. 3 ways of saying growth. But now it's like it's like a
This
video
guy's-
game.
this
You
guy's
have
like
to
a
reach
growth
another
rapper, bro.
stage.
The guy's a growth rapper.
You finish this
The
stage.
guy's bars on bars for growth, man. The
Wendy has
pupa,
killed
the
me
butterfly
today.
stage, the caterpillar stage.
Guess now is bringing video games.
I'm
Get
dying,
now in the
bro.
final boss, bro.
Like,
growth.
yeah, honestly, like the reason why I use that analogy, it's because sometimes when you're starting, like in a video game, you be having fun with stage 1, But then, like, it becomes boring, so you have to get to stage 2 so that you can,
It's a bit difficult,
reignite that fun you had.
Yeah, that analogy just fell flat on his face. Because if the game is boring on stage 1, you're not going to stage 2. Like, the game has to gradually build. Like, stage 1 is interesting, stage 2 is more interesting, stage 3. That's how it keeps you playing.
And now you're alone, you're
No, but I've
blasting.
understood this
But
analogy.
once you
I've
realize
understood.
But like, I just
I've
wanted to make his
understood.
analogy pop flat so we stop talking about growth.
I can't hold you guys, man. I think it's because of. First of all, me, I love kiddos, bro. I love
personal growth.
kiddos. No, I love kiddos, but I think it's because of where I am currently. Like, bro, not having kiddos dying seem like the worst thing in the world to me right now, bro. Because I'm just imagining having to like shoulder the. I mean, I don't mean burden in a worse way. But like, I mean burden in the most
In the
like,
best way.
Yeah, the
Burden,
most,
like
not the best
burden.
way, in the most like
Burden.
accurate, like if you looked up the word burden in a dictionary, shouldering the fucking burden and responsibility of children.
Yeah.
While I think, cause in my current mind state, I'm shouldering the burden of just me. I can't imagine like having to deal with.
Bro, I will
know, bro.
I will say
I'm not
this.
yet done. I guess. I'm not yet done. I guess. I'm still in the what a stage of a butterfly. What am I? Am I?
Cocoon,
pupa,
cocoon, whatever it's called.
Lava. I think I'm in the lava
Pupa,
stage.
and then
pupa
adult.
stage.
I will say this.
Metamorphosis.
I definitely agree. But
Yeah.
it's one of those things where the way I look at it is, first of all, I know myself. Like, I know when I grow up, I won't be a family man, bro. Very dedicated. So I have kids is something I know I will want. Secondly, it's kind of the way we defined, just to put it into perspective, when we talked about the flowers thing, like giving can be much more fulfilling to
For you than for
yeah.
I agree.
So I feel like me having a child, I will be willing
You'll
to
be
do
happier for
anything.
it.
Yeah,
So the
for that
responsibility
child,
will
bro.
be less of a burden and more of like
More of like,
something
I
you're willing
want
to
to do
do,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
hope, I feel like I can see that.
that's
I
how I
can see
picture
that.
it. That's how I picture it.
Postpartum.
Tricky. That's a real
There's
thing.
that. So like the entire thing, even with like first child kid, even like a girlfriend, I feel like for me it would be giving would be more fulfilling than like receiving in a way. But I also feel like I have to get there first. But I know it will come.
Yeah, to be fair, even if you decide to get into
Yeah.
a relationship, bro, like that person is now your responsibility. Bro,
Exactly.
in
Even at this
multiple
age,
ways,
bro.
man. Yeah.
So I know it will come. It just hasn't come yet, but I know it will.
Might never come.
It will.
It will
I know
definitely
myself.
come,
It
man.
will, bro. It will. Nigga, I be watching. You know, like this Snapchat like accounts called like kindness, and there's this guy like rescuing a kiddo, and me, I'm just like happy, bro.
You know one of my favorite compilations of all times is the compilation of dads saving their kiddos from like bro
That just makes me.
self-inflicted
Do you,
elimination.
Exactly.
Bro. Like kids putting themselves in the worst possible
kid jumping over a
position,
cliff
bro.
and the dad grabs
That
them.
dad grabs you.
I'm just
bro.
like,
I love
bro,
those,
this is
man.
the jazz I want to do,
I
but
love
with like a
those.
karma child. Don't just be jumping
yeah.
off.
And guys be really catching their kids clutch, bro. Like
Bro.
that guy was booming, bro. But he just grabs his cash out, bro.
Have you seen the video of the guy at the baseball game who's holding his daughter in one hand and a glass
And
of
he,
beer
yes.
in the other hand, and they
And
catch
Jordan
like the
a baby,
ball.
yeah.
The guy drops
Really,
the
really,
glass. He grabs the ball, then he holds the baby.
Yeah.
The
That was
comments
too
were
sick,
like,
bro.
"Baba, this is what clutch dad gene."
That
Because
was
that guy
sick.
threw the kiddo in the air, threw the beer glass, grabbed the ball, grabbed the
Grab the
kid,
kiddo,
grabbed
grab
the
the
beer.
He neither spilled his beer,
Wow.
nor his
He
kid,
was too
and
sick.
caught the
Wow.
ball.
He was too sick.
Yeah, that's like a top 10 internet video, bro.
Honestly.
Like of all the
Honestly,
thousands,
bro.
millions.
Honestly. Yeah.
And you know what's mad is it's like the kid also zag because the kid didn't cry,
He trusted fully. I've been
just
here
trust
before.
and move. Bro. Just so I be watching all those dad memes and I'm like, one day.
To
So
be
I
saving
know.
your kid.
I know. No, not saving, bro. I want a karma child. This is why I want a daughter first. So, yeah, I know one day I'll want a child.
I have a question, another question. When's the last time you guys like really disconnected, bro? I was listening to another podcast called On Tape. It's a Ugandan podcast called On Tape.
Shout out On Tape,
Shout
man.
out On Tape. And they were hosting this guy, and he was talking about how he likes to. He called it contemplate. He said, like, in the modern era, because of like all that shit that's in front of us, we don't have a chance to contemplate. When's the last time you guys just like contemplated, bro?
Like, that's me every morning.
No, but like
bro.
contemplating meaning like you spend hours on hours just bored, bro.
Bored?
Yeah. Just bored. Nothing is taking your attention. Nothing's entertaining. You're just there, bro. Like how I used to be on Wakidos when there was no power. You just there.
I guess the last time there wasn't power at home. That's the only time I can think. But I'll say this though. On a very regular basis, which is almost daily for me, there's always like that like moment, like 15, 30 minutes during the day where
That's not enough, bro.
where I just switch off, bro.
That's not enough. That's not enough.
What time in the day is this? That 15 minutes is switch off?
Either morning or night, one of the two. Where I just switch off and I'm just thinking about life. Like it's just there. So it can be happy, it can be
Do you remember
sad.
being bored as a kid, though? Do you know when power would go and there would be nothing to do and you just be walking around doing the most random jazz, bro? Your birthdays are too far away. Also, them they're like in the house. You're just there.
I don't think that can happen now, bro. Not at our age.
That's
Because
the
if
thing,
guys
like-
get bored now,
Yeah.
they get a plan
That's the thing. Like now for him is saying that he does that on purpose, bro.
Just
to
contemplate.
just be home.
Just
Like
like
a
just
bored.
wants to
philosopher
be-
or what? Why is contemplation so
No.
necessary for him?
He thinks it's something that's missing, bro.
Okay.
You know,
You know the number of times this guy calls me
our
when
minds
he's
are
bored.
always.
I don't think it can happen
Yeah.
now, bro.
I think the way he sees it, like our minds are always occupied, and that's not the way it's supposed to be.
Bro, like, okay, me the way I look at it is if your mind is not occupied, you're probably dead. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Now for him,
That's
he thinks
true.
that that's like a very like capitalist mentality, bro. Like,
even when you're meditating, your mind is occupied with meditating at that point, in my opinion.
no, I think he means occupied with like external shit aside from
Like
the
regular things that we do all the time.
mind. Yeah.
Okay, I know that whole. It reminds me of. I didn't listen to that podcast,
Yeah.
but it reminds me of a lot of like the
Eastern.
whole, not Eastern, but the whole. Remember that when there's this whole mindfulness trend,
Yeah. For sure. For sure.
being mindfulness and taking deliberate time out of your day to
Yeah.
just be mindful, which basically means like self-conscious. I don't know, like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
conscious of what's
yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if it has
Benefits.
or disadvantages, but what I know is this. I think everyone. I don't know. I don't think if it's the end all be all of society today. I don't think it's the most. It's the thing that everyone needs to start doing, and then the global warming will cool.
Definitely.
not.
But I also think
Of course not.
there's a
won't.
benefit for him. We just can't understand it.
I think it's
That makes
personal.
sense.
What I think the way he sees it is that there's a danger in our minds always being stimulated.
Like busy.
Like we get like almost addicted to just constant like stimulation. We're no longer used to not having any stimuli necessarily.
Like there's a hormone that's always active, dopamine.
There's
Then
something
from
always being
dopamine we
like,
go
oh
to
God,
this. Then from
that's how
this
he
we go
sees
to
it.
So
that.
for him, it's more like it's like
I want to detox my mind, Loki,
From
and
the
just do
stimulation.
nothing. Yeah.
oh,
I
okay,
can
that's even
see
worse,
it,
man.
but I just don't know if I can do it.
I thought when he meant contemplation, it means like he takes time to like sit aside and think about his issues and come up with creative solutions for
That's
his
the
issues.
thing. Like
That's still stimulating.
boredom.
Is it?
In a way.
boredom
That's
is not-
internal stimulation.
Yes.
In a way.
Boredom
still
is
stimulation.
not. Boredom is not intentional necessarily, bro. You're literally just doing nothing. Have you guys watched what is it called? The Winnie the Pooh movie. I feel like I've told you guys. to watch
Robin
it.
Hood.
No, it was called Robin
Woods.
No, close. Close.
Christopher Robin.
Christopher Robin. That's what it's called.
Do you know what's mad?
I feel like you guys should watch that, bro.
I can't
That's
even
the-
explain.
That's like Winnie the Pooh's whole like message, bro. Like I just want to
do
do
nothing.
nothing, bro. Like, can we just go and just do nothing the whole day, bro?
No, you know what? Yeah, I need to listen to this pod to understand because
You
I
should.
do not think in this day and age
It's possible.
very easy to just be there bored, bro?
I saw this
I think it's very
stand-up. I saw a stand-up comedian who was like, he had a set and he was hating on the mindfulness, like,
crowd.
yeah, saying like, bro, I hate this mindfulness jazz, always saying be mindful, be mindful, be mindful. These kids these days have no idea. Like, back in the day, bro, like, you had no choice but to be mindful, bro. Like, you're on the bus, you can't be on your phone, you can't be, you're just mindful, bro. There was zero, like, we had nothing to do but be mindful.
But be
bro. Stop telling me to be
mindful. That's so
mindful
true.
today, man. I've been mindful.
Do you think in
Yeah.
that's making me think actually. Do you think in all of this, like what I've said, we can't get bored. We are just chasing a previous high.
Of boredom.
No. Of non-boredom, in fact. Like the very opposite of boredom, in that when that's not happening, you feel like you have to achieve it some way. So, for example, you went out this one night and you keep going outside because now you're home bored, you want to replicate that night. Does that make sense?
Replicate it how?
Like you want to achieve that same level of
Like you're
happiness,
chasing that drug
again.
dopamine. You get it? To achieve that one night that you experienced.
I think, but not being able to though.
yeah, not being able to. So we keep doing it.
I hear that, but I also think that boredom is more. I feel like it might be more essential for like kiddos. I think that there's something about like just being bored that like, bro, it really sparks your imagination.
But like at this age,
I'll
why are
tell
you
you.
Have a
bored, bro?
different angle.
I'll tell
I
you
feel
what
like if you're bored at
Boredom.
this age,
Actually,
there's something to do.
I don't know.
You have agency, so you can find something else to do.
You can find something else to
I
do.
don't think there is any
You might not
intentional
want to do
boredom.
it, but there's something to do.
For me, the way I look at it is like this. I have an issue with like this whole mindfulness thing. First of all, I think it's a fad.
Okay.
I think whether you're mindful
Or
or
mindless.
mindless, you'll
Crazy.
still,
Pause.
you know, the sun
Mindless
will
is
still rise tomorrow.
very, yeah.
Of course.
I think the brain is a problem-solving machine, first and foremost.
True.
And that's why we even have a concept of boredom, whereby your brain feels like it's not doing much. And for me, it's more like boredom is something to avoid, because it's like there's also a punishment which they give human beings, like where they like take away everything you do and just be bored as a punishment. And that's usually how they punish kids. It's how they punish adults, from time out to prison. It's just like you go and do nothing. So I don't feel like it's something I should strive towards, especially if you're telling me that it's just because so we can get back to a time before phones, a level of mindfulness. Because I could argue that you're growing up without a phone on a bus, but the fact that you're on a bus, you can't be mindful because of the roaring of the engine. Why don't you take a horse? Why don't you walk if you're trying to be mindful? You know what I mean? So it's like one of those like retro, like everything is 2020. Eyesight is hindsight in 2020. So I don't think it's necessarily a goal, bro, because literally it's like it's one of the torture devices that human beings do on others. Nothing. Like they put you in
Here's
a
the
room
thing.
and make you do nothing.
I don't want to speculate, so I'd first listen to that pod and get the point.
But don't listen to a pod thinking that you're going to hear like this entire philosophy like unwrap. I can suggest another pod though.
Yeah.
It's called Overthink. It's called the Overthink podcast, and they have a podcast on boredom. You can listen to that one.
Yeah, I would definitely want to first listen to the reason, because I think at this age it's very hard to get bored. Because have you ever been there in your life and you just feel like there's no purpose, you're just there, you're not doing anything, like everything is just stale in your life? I feel like that's what boredom to me at this age would
Feels
be.
like
Because with everything, even the trivial things, like from the very serious things like, you know, family, work and all that, to the trivial things of, we are pushing, we are going out, blah, 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 blah. All of it has a purpose in a way, you know. Either you're trying to have fun with your friends, or, you know, you're trying to achieve something in life. There's always a stimulant, and that's how the brain works. Yeah. So I do not see how I can get bored at this age, bro. I do not see how. And even in that getting bored, as you said, your brain can't allow you to get bored. Not now. As a child, it makes sense because, first of all, I mean, if you're looking at the growth curve, at what age do brains have the most neurons? If we know.
Dr. Ben Carson, they're asking you.
Gifted
hands.
You don't know these things. But
the sad bit is, I've had this fact before. Like, I'm combing my brain for this fact.
But it peaks and then gradually comes back down. Yeah. So when it's peaking, we are relatively much younger. And it makes sense to be bored. Yeah? Because you're looking for what to do and you're not exposed to many things. Yeah. So it makes sense, but not in the 20s, not in the 30s, not in the 40s. It just doesn't make sense to me, man.
But for me, I think that like the key thing with what both of you guys are saying is like, I don't mean it on the extreme of like I'm just always bored, like I always have nothing to do. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean like
I think there has to be like some sort of balance. Like, you have to be like periods of boredom. You know what I mean? Or boredom might even be the wrong word, but just periods where I'm not seeking like just external stimulation of my brain, bro. Like, I'm not trying to watch a movie, I'm not trying to listen to music, or I'm not trying to listen to a podcast, or I'm not trying to like do something, bro, to like entertain myself.
Do you know why I can't internalize that?
Yeah.
It's because in my head then I'm thinking, so what am I doing in that time?
Yeah, like
I
have to be doing
something or thinking something.
Yeah.
And what's crazy to me is, anyway, you first.
It sounds like you need some boredom,
bro. I'll say
this on your point. I think what we're discussing is not necessarily. Okay, of course there has to be a time for that, and the time will come.
Yeah.
But I guess being comfortable when that time comes, in terms of like you don't run mad because you're bored.
Yeah.
Like you have nothing to do now. You feel like your
like
skin
I'm
is itching.
Like just be calm.
I need to do something.
Yeah.
I think that for me, that's like the way I keep saying that I need electricity more than I need water. Like, I think that, bro, my ass needs.
Even I need water.
Jolted to life, bro.
This guy,
Bro, have you ever gone to
in the
poop and
desert
there's no water?
for a week?
I'm looking for network. I'm getting a solar panel.
Some guy gives you a take that rubbish away.
I just break the bottle and create a
solar panel, bro. You focus like a beam on the
Let me
charging
not
port.
lie. If I were to choose amongst the amenities, bro, I can live without electricity for a day. Water.
Yeah, that's what you both said, man.
Water, bro.
That's what you both said.
Water is a
bro.
bit too essential, man.
Water is cheap. Bro, have you ever gone to poop?
Like I feel like I
press
can
that flash
deal with
button
it.
and it doesn't react. Aye.
I can deal with the boredom, bro. As long as I'm not dusty on top.
I deal how do you guys? Anyway, I don't think you guys know how you deal, because like, what's the longest you spent without any electricity and none of your devices are working?
I'll go like 3 days, bro.
None of your devices are working.
Like 3 days.
not
I
that
promise
lie.
you, it was a weekend, and like it had overrained and a pole collapsed.
So where did you go?
Yeah, I don't
I
think I
was
can go.
home, bro.
You're home.
Home. This is like COVID, but also, to be fair, COVID, we had nowhere to go, so maybe that's why.
Trust me, you can even start feeling
I
sick.
was home, bro.
Without
I
electricity.
I don't think
I
Without
can go.
electricity.
Power going in
Nah.
COVID was tough.
Bro,
that should have been
How I
illegal,
went
bro.
for 3 days, and so my dad has this just picture like that bookshelf, but like 4 times bigger. So he just has novels. I read novels.
Now you see that's stimulation.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like I can't just be
Stimulation.
there doing nothing.
Yeah.
So I had to read like John Grisham. What I'm going through.
There's to me,
all the
I feel like it's
novels,
different types of
bro.
stimulation, bro. Like, I'll tell you guys a story, man. When I was a kiddo, this is before I got a PlayStation. You guys know I'm an only boy, right? So I used to have these periods where like I just get away from the girls. I just go to my room, bro, and I'd have like the pencils, the staplers, and that. I just create like my own world, bro, and I'd be in there for hours, bro.
Nigga, you're not
And
alone,
if anyone
bro.
entered the room during that time, bro, I would be so mad. Like, can you leave me alone, bro? This is my time, man.
You know
Okay.
what's mad is I kind of feel like I wouldn't know because you don't have a girl yet, but I feel like that's a guy thing.
Guys,
And I'm
To
so
just
worried.
create your own world.
I'm so worried our
and
kiddos are not
be
going to be able
neat.
to do that type of jazz.
Why
bro.
not?
But I even see it with my nieces, man. Like, even them, like, they might not create, like, they might not use pencils and pens and shit, but they'll have, like, their doll. They'll be in
Maybe
their own
iPad. They'll
world.
be in the iPad.
That's the problem, bro. The iPad, it's not the same, man.
actually, you
I
talked
feel like
about.
by this maybe better.
How? The iPad is...
How?
the
You just
iPad
have
you're
better
watching,
graphics
bro.
in your head.
Actually, now,
But I don't think
yes.
it's the same.
Unless it's like an iPad that's locked off and like she's drawing or she's doing some jazz.
But your kid is going
That's
to have
coming
like a
from her
vision
brain.
Why can't
pro
YouTube
from
be
like
her own
age
world?
5.
You talked about
YouTube
that
is not
thing,
her world,
and it
bro.
reminded me also when I was growing up. You know, like my brother, he used to buy these plastic soldiers, and he would make battalions.
Plastic
He had
soldiers, eh?
these
I
plastic
had
soldiers.
so
Bro, those
many
things
of
used to
those,
come in
bro.
a set of like 300 guys.
Nah,
When
me,
he
I used to
grew up,
buy
he passed them on
one
to
by every
me.
Sunday
But
at
I would
church.
make I would make parades of
300,
soldiers.
300
Tanks.
shillings, bro. 100.
Now,
I
let
used
me
to buy
not
so many
lie
of
to
those,
you.
bro.
For
Bruh.
me, I didn't buy many of those. I had like 5. But I will say this: every single day, we finished watching TV. Be it Cartoon Network, be it Boomerang, or Nickelodeon. Bro, as soon as I go to my room, I'm now in like my world, bro. No one is going to interrupt me. It's I'm the hardest guy in there. You get it? So I feel like I get what you're saying, but still, that's a child.
I don't know, man.
That's a child, man.
Anyway, to be continued, bro. That's my
Anyway.
thoughts. Let's go ahead, bro.
Now I need to listen to that pod. I will listen and come back with facts.
Yeah, I'll send you the Boredome pod and yeah.
Okay. Not gonna lie. Never used to like Magic's locks, but they're getting actually fire and keep getting better. Thanks. If you've shared custody,
Yeah,
you have shared.
it's acting like
Who
it's
is
not
bored?
It's like, all right.
Okay.
External
I'm
stimulation.
okay though it ended, man. I'm okay though it ended.
So we'll let you be. We'll let you
Well,
be.
we are going to fight, bro. We're going to. I think we have a way of anonymizing these messages.
Yeah.
Now I'm playing. We don't have a way of doing that. Okay, if you have shared custody and you wanna drop your kiddo some food when he's with your baby mom, but she has other kids, is it wrong? So just
to just buy him food.
is it wrong? So just feed him while they starve.
To just feed him.
Yeah, is it wrong to just feed him while they starve? If do you have to buy for everyone? Okay, I guess he's asking if your baby moms has other children, is it wrong to just buy just your kid food when you're going to visit them? Just your kid.
But
It's
I'm
wrong in
dying
my
twofold
It's wrong,
because
It's wrong in my opinion.
the question is funny, but this guy actually reads like a P4 kid.
Yeah.
I'll give you this thing to type. If I read like a P4 kid, this guy type this thing like a P2, P2 max.
Let me read it.
P2 max.
If you have shared custody and nah, busy. We are coming, right?
If you have,
if you have.
Nah. Anyway, Zach, the question.
Yeah.
Guy put do instead of 2 like 3
Yeah,
times.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
I think
wrong. It's not wrong. Like
it's wrong.
it's wrong. It's
bro.
just kind of messy.
I
I
don't-
think it sends the wrong message.
I don't
to
think
the
I'll do
kiddo,
that.
bro.
I don't think
That
I'll
is
do
special.
That, yeah.
It's special to you.
Let me tell you, it's 2 things. Either it sends the wrong message, as in you should be selfish with your jazz, like your shit is for you, or you'll make your kiddo have to now share the little food you brought for him
Or-
with everyone.
By force.
Let me add a third dimension. Or this one is external.
Yeah.
Now the other kiddos are looking at your kiddo like you're that guy.
I'll see when he eats. No, you're staying with us. Him is going. You're staying with us.
Guys, I want to ask you something also. It's about child support. Like if you've like had a terrible breakup with a lady, and then you're like supposed to be like sending her money. Do you feel like it's kawa to be sending her money?
Bro, I don't think that one's your choice. If the judge has,
I mean, I feel like
the judge has said you have to.
okay, fine, that's kawa, but I feel like when you've broken up with a chick and like you have shared custody.
You've
I
also
think-
broken up with your kid. Eh?
No, like when the kid is at your crib, you take care of him. Like, okay, you're the father, you have to pay school fees and all that. But when she's with them, when the kid is with the mom, let the mom buy the food. Why am I paying for the food when he is with the mom.
Yeah, I
you
feel
understand? Like, I
that
feel like
argument, only
feel
that
like-
you have to give it to that judge.
I feel like
can help
I've broken
you.
up with this chick and now I'm still taking care of the chick. You understand?
What I'll tell you is like in the law, bro, there's no part-time parenthood, man.
Yeah.
There's no splitting of like.
But let me tell you, even when the kid is at your home, even from the mom's side, you probably won't understand what she's thinking. Like, you're looking at it in a very monetary way, but she'll probably have to do a lot of things like, say, pumping, breast milk, blah, 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 if the kid is very young. So,
Why are you breaking up when you're
unfortunately,
still young?
or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, the law expects the guy to be the one to provide in terms of monetary needs, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Which is why the kid is left with the mom, because the mom will provide things the guy can't, but you at least you can provide money for the essentials for the kid, which is how the law works, right?
Yeah.
Or I have this wrong.
Nah, yeah,
So
you're right.
it's not even a choice, bro. That one.
Yeah, it's not about how you feel.
it's not about
It's not about how you
I'll put
feel.
it this
bro.
way, like
I'm
if
taking
you,
care of the mom and the kid now.
let's say you guys agree, you and your baby moms, that I'll have him for 3 months, you'll have him for the other 3. If when he's with you for those 3 months, he's kawa, he's eating well, what is chilling, da da da. And then for the other 3 months, he's with his mom and he is starving. When the police finds out that there's a child starving in that house and they come, they'll arrest the mom for child neglect. But as soon as they arrest the mom, they're looking for the dad to also arrest him. Because did you not know you had a kiddo? Did you check if your kiddo was eating? If the answer is no to one of those questions,
Jumping.
you're inside, bro.
How about when she remarries?
Okay, no, that's different. According to the law, at least. But I don't know about Uganda. But I know in other countries, when a chick remarries, the child support is not compulsory. Again, that's...
Bro, I don't know. In Uganda, like, there's this thing called parental responsibility. If you're the parent, that day in shift. It die in shift.
Yeah, guys are like in shifts.
Unless someone has applied for guardianship of that child, in which case they assume parental responsibility of that child, or if they've decided to adopt that child. But if there's no assumption of that parental responsibility, it stays with the parents. So for me, as like a father that stepped up, I don't know if I have to like take care of this
Parental
kid.
responsibility.
No.
It's not with you.
I don't
The
know if I have
responsibility is
to.
not with you.
Now
You're
I feel
responsible.
like
Responsible,
the
I
law
don't
is not being
Responsibility.
Okay,
now,
let me tell
now I
you.
feel like the law is not being
in
fair.
many
because
states in the
me personally, like if I find a chick and I find her so cute and I decide to marry her and she comes with a kid, it's like when I'm taking that chick, I'm taking that kid.
For sure.
No, definitely.
That's how it's supposed to be. Okay, like some men are weird. They will be like, no, me, I'm just taking you. I don't care. You will be with your kid, but I want to look after the kid. But any man, like, if you're a man, like, of course you have to take care of the kid.
Yeah.
So if the law is dictating that you also, the guy who is outside, who broke up with this chick, you're supposed to still be sending in money for the child support with this chick having another guy. It's
I
like
think
the
she's
law is
having
wrong,
2 guys
That's
The law is wrong.
pumping. You understand?
I think that definitely depends on the
It's
jurisdiction.
really weird, man.
Because in the US recently in Florida, it was a whole case where the state passed a thing saying once you remarry,
Child
you're
support
no
is
longer
mandatory.
getting child support. And people were in arms about it. Like, me, as long as the chick remarries, then I don't have to pay. Right? That's what guys were saying. But the babes are saying, no, I want to marry this guy, but I want you to still pay. Yeah, so everyone was up in arms about it. So it depends on the jurisdiction.
But not food.
So that's why
Not
also
rent,
they were
not
saying that
rent.
a lot of babes in like Florida
Healthcare,
now,
food,
It's
they
so
will
funny.
get
healthcare, school. That's kawa.
Yeah.
I can pay even
The
though she's
kid
with
is in
another
school,
guy.
but he has
But
no
not food.
He has no.
I need to
And
read for you-
rent.
I need to read for you the section on parental responsibility, bro, because it covers rent. It covers shelter, education,
Yeah, that's-
food,
okay.
medical. It covers every element of this kiddo's life,
Basic
bro.
needs.
it heavily
Me, I'm
depends
kawa
on the
with
law,
only
bro.
2.
Okay.
It heavily
I'll just
depends
say
on the law.
2 things to end this topic. The first thing is that while it is culturally frowned upon to screen a kiddo if your partner has one, it's not illegal. The only thing is your partner is a parent, bro. So for them, they can't screen it. So that's why when you marry your chick as a kiddo, you have no choice but to take that kiddo with her, because for her it's a responsibility, whether what or what. You know what I mean? And so if you're going to be married, you have to share some responsibilities. And usually kiddos end up being one of those responsibilities, bro. Yeah. Okay.
So whether you feel like the law is being unfair or not, it's the law, bro.
It's the law. The law is the law, bro.
This is the last question for now, for today. Men, how do you handle rejection with a person you work with?
What kind of rejection,
Yo. Yeah. Except the worst for the last. The worst part.
Okay, you know, at first I was thinking, haven't we answered this? This is kind of
Nah, guys, it's how you work with.
It's like I have to see every day. She has rejected me.
What did you do for you to be rejected? Let's start from there. Like, did you? Was it work related?
Oh man, that's so cringe, man. That's so cringe.
That's your first mistake, bro. Don't be shooting at girls that you're working with, man.
But if you're working with someone, release.
Do not be shooting at girls you're working with, bro. Unless you work in one of those establishments where, like, there are 13 floors in a building and
where you can avoid
20 different departments and you guys never run into each other.
Then they call you for team building.
Except at the office party.
Yeah. Bro.
Nah, the office party there, I think you can, like, you can go a bit crazy at the
Masquerade.
office party. Yeah, if, like, the company has, 1,000 employees, bro.
How do you take rejection at the office party?
Okay, yeah. It has already happened now.
Let's
find
Go in the
solutions.
darkness, bro, in the shadows.
It has already happened. Now let's find solutions.
Okay, so it has happened. She has rejected me.
Oh, you didn't know you were workmates since we were 1,000.
No, you knew. That's why you met her.
Yeah, I feel like the answer to this question is like, you know, like you just have to keep it pushing. Like,
I feel like there are
already
some
rejected
unknown.
you. You're not going to quit. You're not going to what?
Rejection at the office
Can
party.
send you an email.
Rejection with someone that you work with.
You seen the notification?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
I think that the key is to completely, like, change the paradigm. I don't know if everyone is capable of doing this, but, like, just kind of, like, convincing your mind that this is now the new reality. You know what I mean? Like, nah,
I have to go
this
to
is
work.
now what it is. Like, now it doesn't matter if I shot at you, bro. You've now become my work colleague. You and me are not work buddies. We're not work. You're now just a chick that I work with. That's now our new dynamic.
Like,
bro.
keep quiet.
Yeah, I think those are more successful guys at being carved at office.
This thing is so cringe to me because it's like, I'm trying to imagine, like, so you had that crush on this lady at work.
Yes.
So you've probably been like her friend for like the past few weeks. You've been like, you know, around her.
You're
You've
warming
been like,
yourself up.
you know, every time you have like a joke, you give her hot KBs.
Yeah. You always go to lunch with her, sit together. What?
Now they're
Like at
rejected.
4:30 when
Meal.
work is done, you go and sit at her desk.
Breakfast, doctor home.
So I'm like,
See, when you're Friday evening, the entire workplace
this is too
going
cringe.
to them.
So now, like, the next day you have to switch all that up, bro.
Guys,
Yeah,
like,
actually, once you figure the solution, you have to anonymously confess because I don't know what to do in that situation.
Yo.
bro. I have no solutions for you.
that question, like, to me, kind of feels like there are some unknowns. The first unknown, how was the rejection? Like, was it harsh? You understand? Secondly, like, how long have you been, like, feeling that chick to the extent that it's very hard for you to move on from that rejection? Okay, because, like, if you've been doing all that stuff, like, for months, or, like, you haven't yet manned up to go to the chick and tell her how you feel, and it took you, like, a month, and now that she's like, I don't want you, it's gonna take you, like, months to get over her. So I kind of feel like you need to look into all those. And it's also a lesson to learn, like, in case you ever find yourself in such a situation, like, in case you feel your workmate, I think you could just, like, if you start feeling her, like, in a week, just tell her, like,
I'm feeling you.
I'm feeling you. Like, in case that she's like, no, I don't feel the same way, it's very easy for you to move on and then start feeling weird, or, you know, stuff like that. But now, I don't think that it really even feels any weird, because if the rejection wasn't that harsh, you can just swallow it and just move on.
But
Unless when she's like, she stood up and she's like, yo, nigga, I don't want you. Stop talking to me, like, stop calling me, stop
So
telling
if it
telling me
wasn't
your
public,
stuff.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
it's very easy. You can
Okay,
swallow it and
okay.
move on. There are no witnesses.
My guy got himself
What is it? What they
two
call it?
confessions.
The victimless crime.
Oh man, yeah, just keep it pushing. Yeah, I think that's the questions we'll touch next week.
Hi man, listen. thank you guys for watching as always. Thank you for continuing to buy our merch. Thank you for subscribing to our Patreon. This is fun as always. And we hope to see you soon. Next week.
Africa must unite.
Peace.
Peace.